Okay, we're going to try things just slightly differently today. If you've been following, you know pretty well that we are looking at rated puzzles and how it can help our ELO rating in rapid games. Usually I'm here drawing all the arrows. Today we're going to try and do it without the arrows, so I'm going to be calling out the squares and you can follow along. Just trying to improve my visualization and see if this makes me a bit more accurate. It will take a little bit longer, and we're at a pretty decent level. My puzzle rating is up to 2072, and we're hoping to get maybe up to 2080, maybe just a bit short of that. We'll check at the end. Black to move. This puzzle has a fun idea. Can you spot it? Okay. Knight takes g7, bishop takes g7, and then have we got enough? If my king doesn't move, maybe we have enough. I struggled to see, although now I'm looking at king f7 and there's nothing they can do to promote, except they could start pushing the e pawn down. Okay, so king f7 first, then if the pawn promotes I can take, and if the bishop, and if not, then the knight can take. So king f2, white, let's say white plays e5, knight takes g7, bishop takes g7, king takes g7, then white can play e6, and I've got either king f6 or king f8 covering king e7 or king takes e7, and I think that's okay. This puzzle has a fun idea. Can you spot it? Okay, so once I've played one move and they don't do what I expect, it's time to reevaluate, but here it seems pretty obvious that we've just got to capture. So we don't get to see all the other lines that we thought about there, but the key thing was that my king and knight could work together on g7, and then my king would still be in time to stop their passed pawn. One solved, and surely a new high rating. I've been struggling with the technical side, so you have to excuse the video going in and out a little bit. White to move. Checkmate is waiting if you play carefully. So I can initially see rook takes f8, and I can also see queen b3 check. Now I wonder, queen b3 check, they can only block with the bishop or rook, or move the king away. No, they've got a pawn. They can block with d5, bishop e6, or rook f7. In any of those I can take queen takes d5, queen takes e6, or queen takes e7. Each of those would check. So I think let's go queen check first. And if the king moves to h8, we've got rook takes f8, checkmate. And if the final block is rook f7, then queen takes f7 check, king h8 forced, and then why not play queen e8 for checkmate, just to be different. Block with the pawn, block with the bishop, and then there's options after that. I guess if the rook blocks, they have to stop the puzzle here, because if the rook blocks, I think either of these moves is equally winning mate in to the rook either the king moves away and then it's checkmate or not. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Black to move. Can you find a way to win material? Black to move. So I see rook e5 quite quickly. Oh, I see queen d1 check now. So if I play rook e5 first, maybe queen f3 defends the rook and defends against my queen check. So what about queen d1 check first? If they block with the rook, I win a rook. Otherwise, I've added an attack to their rook on h5. So the king's moved to the second rank. Then I play rook e5. And they can't defend the rook. So maybe they take. Okay, that's my decision. Yeah, and then I could have called this out, but I did think maybe sacrificing would happen here. Now I won't draw the arrows, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be f takes e5. Sometimes have to make sure you're not missing something. There's not a quick counter here, and there's not an alternative, which is there's not a quick checkmate, or I can't take the rook and trade off first. You're making this look easy. It doesn't feel easy when you're calculating this. So this was my summary of recent puzzles. Quick refresh. Let's have a look. We did make it to 2080. So the last puzzle I got wrong yesterday, I dropped back from 2080. I dropped down to 2072. And then today 2 plus 3 plus 3, we are back up at 2080. And even though I was doing them all verbally and not on the arrows on the screen, pretty good accuracy, a little bit slow. I'm always significantly slower than the average time, or not always, but I'm often significantly slower than the average time. That's partly because the method I'm doing, which is puzzles much higher than my rapid rating and my ELO. I'll be doing rated games, opening and ending game trainings, plenty of tactics through puzzles and other checkmate drills, so please follow along. Let me know what you think. I'm hoping that I can get lots of tips off you, so tell me what I'm missing in these puzzles, what you see quickly, and what I should be looking at first.